You'll probably, hopefully, have worn off what's written on here, and that's the good sign. This is not something I want you to stick on your shelf and never use. I want you to use it and get this thing rubbed off and keep the memory here. Okay. First guy, do I get to go first?
Yeah, this is the order.
So I'm going to talk about my best coaching success of the year, and it's for Brandon.
All right, Brandon.
Brandon Korn, who made a hitting adjustment 2 months into the season and became a power hitter from the right-hand side of the plate. So I just want to thank you for your commitment and nice job.
All right, Brandon.
And the name of the award that he gets is called the Michael Saunders Award, because it's the same adjustment that the Mariners made, although Michael Saunders didn't work as well. They made that adjustment with Michael Saunders at the start of the season, and he's been doing that at the plate, and it's been succeeding for him. So nice job.
Nice job, Brandon. All right.
I can do the next one, too. The next award goes to my nephew. And the name of this award is the Damn Yankees Award.
Brandon, turn around.
Because the reality is that Lou agreed to coach, even though Boaz was at 3 practices all year. Because Boaz actually was only going to get better without him.
They're talking about you, Boaz.
But because he's an actor in the rest of his time. And so I just want to thank him for his commitment to baseball, because without you, your dad wouldn't be here. And good job. Keep it up.
All right.
What kind of hats do they wear at the North Pole?
Ice caps.
Yeah.
This one. Just for the kids. All right, the next award is going to be a fairly obvious choice. It's called the Comeback Player of the Year. Does anybody know who this is? It goes to a guy who at the start of the year couldn't play, who at the end of the year hits the game-winning home run.
Woohoo!
Killed my ERA.
Okay, so I get the privilege of talking about Oliver. So I was lucky enough to be able to coach Oliver last year, and what you guys don't know is that Oliver is one of the best cricket players, not only on Mercer Island.
I don't play cricket.
You've swung a cricket paddle before.
Well, I practice.
Yeah. So last year, Oliver's swing is kind of like Ichiro. If it was really low, his cricket swing would work every time. And Oliver, there's a guy who played for. Where's Vlad play for now? You guys trained with?
Angels and Expos.
Vladimir Miro. And it doesn't matter where they throw it, this guy gets a hit. And Oliver, when we think about you, that's what we think about too. Congratulations.
All right.
Okay, so Derek Snyder. So, Derek, when you were probably almost born, there was a guy that played for the Mariners named Omar Vizquel. He played shortstop. And he was really good, and he left the Mariners. But what Omar did is no matter where the ball went, Brandon, sit down, he made the play. And he was also a great teammate to everyone. And when Omar left the Mariners, people were pretty sad. But you're that same kind of player, and we're happy you were on the field tonight. And we sure appreciated you and Zach doing that little dance to make the final out in the last game.
Yeah. Woohoo!
All right. So I get the next award. The next award. So when you guys get a little older, you're gonna see the best baseball movie of all time.
Jackie Chan.
No, you guys don't know anything. The best movie of all. The best movie of all time. All right, guys. The best movie of all time
Mickey Mouse.
is Bull Durham.
Oh, I love that. Why did you
And Bull Durham, Bull Durham basically is roughly about a pitcher, a kid named Nuke LaRouche. And Nuke LaRouche has got all the talent in the world. He's got a rocket arm.
And he's like Mickey Mouse.
He's got a rocket arm. He's a little bit unhinged. He's a little bit crazy, and he doesn't know how to play. And so the Major League Club decides. The Major League Club decides they need to get this guy ready for the Major League, so they send a veteran catcher down to the AAA club to catch him and kind of teach him about baseball and bring him along. But Nuke LaLoosh has all the ability in the world, and when you watch this movie, you'll find out the movie ends with Nuke LaLoosh figuring it out and going up to the major leagues. And so the Nuke, we'll get it later.
That was my fault. I'm really sorry.
All right, all right, guys.
No, it's right there. Let's stop.
Hey, it's okay. We'll get it later.
Guys, focus.
All right, guys, so guys, the guy that I think about a little bit here is my nephew, Max Malakoff. Max, you got tons of talent, you got a great arm, and you figured it out. You figured it out, and you gave us a great look tonight. Congratulations on the save, all right? Good job, Max. All right, the next one I get, and this is great because I love this. So there's a little adage in baseball. We had a lot of guys on this team who hit left, but we actually only have one true lefty on this ball club. And there's a little adage in baseball that lefties are a little bit crazy, a little bit unhinged, a little bit wacky. And one of the craziest and one of the best lefty pitchers of all time is Randy Johnson. And one of the things I've been telling Mac is that, you know, I love when you throw hard. I love when you're crazy. I love when you go out and intimidate guys. And when Mac went out there and he threw 3 scoreless innings for us over the course of the season, you were just getting it done. And so the Randy Johnson Award for awesome left-handedness and some great left-handed pitching goes to Mac Dugan.
All right.
I'm still up. And the next award, guys. Hey, this is a good one. This is a good one. The next award's important to me. So, really, when people think about the spirit of baseball, a lot of times people think about a guy named Ernie Banks. A long time ago, before I was even born, there was a guy named Ernie Banks, and Ernie Banks played for the Chicago Cubs. And one thing about Ernie Banks was one of the great players, but you know, he never really played for a championship, but that didn't matter to Ernie Banks because he loved to play the game. And he had great spirit, and his great line was, "It's a beautiful day for baseball, let's play two." And so I was thinking about what the right guy for this, and the guy that I wanted to give the Ernie Banks Award to is Ashwin.
All right, Ashwin.
You always came to play. You always had a smile on your face. You never let anything get you down. You always came back better and better and better and better. And I think that's what Ernie Banks wants people, kids to do. I think that's what Ernie Banks believes in. So, awesome job, Ash. Good job, Ash. You're up.
All right, this is called the Mark McLemore Award.
Oh, I know who that is.
Mark McLemore played he played every position well.
It's me.
Every single one of them he played
Me.
well.
Batter. Major.
There wasn't a hole in his game.
Me.
And he batted with a switch hitter.
Switch.
He's a switch hitter. It's a guy that you can count on in any position to execute. And that award goes to
This guy.
Strathaway.
This guy.
He played first, he played second, he played short. You played everywhere for us, Strathaway. You were awesome.
I never played
Yeah, I have this one.
You got the next one.
I have this one. The name of this award, and you can tell by just looking at these guys who's going to win this award, because this is the most coachable. And it's pretty obvious who's going to win this award. It was also for the adults here. Barry and I conferred, and we also called it the Who's Eligible to Date Our Daughters in about 7 years. And it was down to about 3 guys. And the 3 guys were Scotty, JW, and the gentleman who wins this award. But after hearing more from those fathers, John Sr., Scott Sr., they're disqualified. So I just want to say thank you to this particular player who makes for a guy who volunteers his time. We're not getting paid. Woo. Thank you.
All right, Tyler.